Hey guys, welcome to another pick a card reading. This one today is all about what are you ignoring? Today I will be pulling as I go, and before you see three different decks of tarot cards and three crystals. The first deck is the Horror Tarot, and that crystal is Rose Quartz. The second deck is the Beauty Horror Tarot, and that crystal is the Obsidian Hexagon. And the third deck is the Spirit Tarot, and that crystal is the Frog Dalmation Jasper. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you each of these decks up close and the crystal up close as well, so you can get a better vibe of each group. Now, if you're drawn to more than one of these groups, there may be more than one message here for you. And with that said, I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures on the other side. Bye, guys. Hey Group 1, all of you that selected the Horror Tarot or you were drawn to the Rose Quartz, this is going to be your reading all about what are you ignoring. Now, the card that I picked up off the top of the deck is the Devil. So, isn't that interesting? Let's just put that back in the deck. I just wanted to see what I actually picked up. You know what? I'm being called to leave the devil right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some oracle cards with that said, and I'll come back to this little tarot deck later. But let's see what the devil's all about. Tell me about this devil. What are you ignoring? You know, the devil isn't all bad. Okay, so before you get upset, Group 1, okay, tell me what the devil's about. It could be that this is like massive attraction. It could be a lot of different things, okay? This is a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind, because the Rose Quartz is about love. It's about unconditional love. It can be about romantic love. It can be about friendship. So let's just see what the Dark Mirror has. Colorless Angel, 10. Ah, my dear, have you been depressed? We have Naked Before the Stars. Feeling vulnerable. I'm picking up on some loneliness here. Some isolating feelings. It doesn't matter if you're surrounded by people. You can have a big family, you can have lots of affection from people and still not connect to it. Okay, so you don't have to be on your own, completely isolated to feel alone. Okay, and listen, those of you who feel this and have a lot of people around you, don't feel guilty because you feel alone. You know what I'm saying? Because you feel lonely and you have people. Because that's a whole other trap that you can fall into. Don't feel guilty because you're not that person who's alone in the world. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel guilty. Feeling alone and lonely is really about your internal world. It isn't really about the external world. It's about what's going on with you, all right? So don't be so hard on yourself. We have Masquerade, yeah. There's that external world kind of thing, the show. Putting on a show. Are you, dear? I want to keep calling you dear. I want to be really, really nice to you. So let's pull some tarot. Now, you may not know this, but those who watch my channel, they may know. Lilith has claimed this deck. So I read this deck through her energy. Okay, so it makes this deck a little bit more unique for me. Okay, so I feel like you guys have really been in a bad place. And you know what? A lot of people have. Okay, I think you're real hard on yourself. And I think you've been putting on a show. Not all of you, but for a good percentage of you, at least 55%, and I don't get percentages, so that's weird. I feel like no one would ever guess in a million years how unhappy and miserable you are. And half of you guys feel very guilty for feeling so unhappy. So not only are you unhappy, you feel guilty for feeling unhappy. So it's like a double whammy with that Two of Wands. It's like, ooh, something's coming. What's coming? Something's coming. What's coming for my group 1? Something you've been ignoring. The Three of Cups. The Seven of Cups. Very overwhelming. Tell me more about this, Dark Mother. Lilith this is a Lilith message for my group 1. Tell me, Dark Mother, what is coming from my sad angel here? There's an underworld vibe for you. If you do not resonate with Lilith's energy, then this message won't be for you. And I'm sorry, dear, but that's how it works, okay? You are a child of the underworld, and you are quite sad. And someone special, it could be friend, so don't go and get so upset, okay? Just calm down, all right? Don't get upset. It could be romantic. Don't fret, okay? We have the Four of Cups, all right? So, you know, you're going through a really tough time, full of regret, really deeply wounded. I see a little fawn, but it's a black fawn with very gothic markings. Instead of, you know, the spots that they have, yours are gothic. So you have a very dark vibe, and I'm totally digging it. And I see this little fawn taking on an arrow in the heart, exactly 3. So there's been heartbreak here. And here's the thing. You've been very depressed and also in denial of your deep and shattering wounds. Now, how can that be? Because you're focused on the denial of the show that you have going on. Okay? You're in denial of the fact, it's almost like, okay, it's like you have surrendered to the ambiance of the velvet darkness that surrounds you. Okay? And listen, your Auntie A knows how wonderful at times it can be to kind of curl up in that beauty, that netting of the darkness, okay? Especially for us creatures who really find ourselves kind of lingering in that so easily. Okay, so I understand this. But there is a denial of the meaning, the wherefore all, the truth of where those emotions came from. And that is the heartbreak. For many of you, there are 3 reasons, not just 1. There's a reason for each arrow. For some of you, those are 3 emotions that are tied to one happening. Take that as you will. But there's lots of regret here. There's a ton of sorrow. I'm seeing an owl. An owl is approaching. Of course, it's a beautiful black owl. It's solid black, and the eyes are red. Tell me about this Four of Cups, Dark Mother. What are you ignoring while you're looking at these cups? I see you looking at them, and they talk to you. And many of you find comfort in these cups. Some of you guys don't know who you are without these emotions. So this other cup is kind of scary. We have the Knight of Wands. Tell me about the Knight. The Knight of Swords. Okay, so I'm getting that this is some energy that's observing. Look how. Look at this. Look at this. Okay. And there is a passionate energy here. All right. There is someone or something coming. Okay. And it feels passionate. It feels inspired. And it feels like it's observing you. There's a need here for you to acknowledge your pain. Okay? Your guides are observing you. Okay? And it's as if they're holding this cup. And you want this cup. Okay? This is a cup that you want. All right? It's almost like some of you guys are working on manifesting something. And this cup it's almost like they want you to know that we have this cup for you. This cup is waiting for you. But there's some things that you must do. And we need you to change your fucking energy. Okay, so we need you to no longer surrender to the ambience of the velvet darkness, the depression, the sadness. We need you to understand why. Why are you there? What about the three arrows? The wounded fawn of the underworld. How did those wounds get there? What are those about? You need to stop ignoring them because they're getting toxic. They're getting to be a serious problem. Some of you guys are developing anxiety issues and things like that. If you need professional help, go seek it, okay? Go get you some help if you need it. That's what professionals are for. I'm just a woman with a gift and I'm sharing it with you, okay? I'm not a professional, all right? I'm not a professional as far as like being able to counsel you or give you effective mechanisms to deal with your own, issues like that. Tell me more. So if you're wondering about this manifestation or this thing you've been working on and why it seems like it's out of reach, because there needs to be a change in your energy. It's like I'm seeing Persephone, and she's been coming up in some readings because I feel like a lot of people are about to kind of descend out of the underworld. So I feel like in order for you to ascend, not descend, ascend out of the underworld, you really are going to have to understand what got you there the first place. Who was your Hades? What situation brought you down there in the first place? Why are you in your shadow? Why are you lingering there? Now, some of you, you're in that energy. You're finding out. Okay, those who are already on this journey, what are they ignoring? We have memories. You tell me more about this. Okay, so you're working those arrows, right? You're working those wounds, those 3 of Swords. You're ignoring some important things, the intrusion. You have issues that you need, that are coming up, that you need help. Reconciliation and repel. Yeah, this tells me you have some deep issues, and some of you guys are aware of it, but you are in denial of it at the same time. It's as if it keeps coming up. It's as if it keeps coming up, and in your behavior or your thoughts, or you know that there is something more there, or there's something deeper, and you know you need to get help with it, or you need to do some more work on it, however this resonates for you, but you are also, I don't want to say in denial of it, but it's almost like you're pushing back on it. You're like refusing to work on it. You're trying to do a workaround. Listen, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the workaround. Listen, I am the queen of the workaround. I tried to do workarounds my whole life. They never worked one time, okay? You have to do the work. You have to do the work. Let's say it one more time. You have to do the work, okay? You will literally go on a detour and go right back to where you started. You know, like in the Blair Witch, you know, how when the original one, how they go around in a circle. It's just like that. It's just like that. You do learn things on your detour. You learn that you need to get your ass back where you started because you got more shit to learn. There's a reason why you have to do the work, because the work helps you transmute the energy so you're ready for your manifestation. You're ready for that change of energy. It changes your energy. That's why it's transmutation. Okay, darling? And you guys have got to change your energy so you meet with your manifestation. That's why sometimes, like when you do spell work, if you do spell work, you know, you'll work one spell and then your guides will come in, or your other God forms or whatever you worked with, and they'll say, oh, you need to go back and do this attraction spell. Or you need to go and do this spell. Or this, or you need to go back and tap that again. You'll start getting those kind of things because there's more work to be done. You have to do the work, all of it. And sometimes there's things that have to be done that you aren't aware of, but you'll become more aware of as you do the work. So, honey, you're going to have to do the work. Now, I want to know what the reconciliation is about. I'm not going to get in real deep on this intrusion and repel. I think the fact that it showed up is a message in itself to those of you who this is meaningful for. Okay? All right. So tell me about the reconciliation. What is this about? Okay. We have the Queen of Swords. Did we have a Queen and a King of Swords? Okay, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Oh my. Okay, and they're telling me to pull this devil down here. All right. So I'm not necessarily feeling like this is an ex coming back. Okay, I feel like this is a past life connection. And for some of you, this is like a divine counterpart situation, but it's infernal. It's like an infernal divine counterpart situation. Okay, so it's a little different, but it's a new beginning. Okay, it's a new path opening, and it's really positive. It's a really good thing. For some of you, that this is in the relationship you have right now. You know, for others, this is a new person. Now, for all of you, this is internal balance. This is you coming into internal balance with yourself. This is you coming into a place of real strength and growth. And you doing the work will result in this. Okay, balance, healing. And I'm getting with the devil power. Okay, for those of you guys who are witches or magicians, Those of you who have psychic abilities, those of you, whatever gifts in the feminine order is what I'm hearing. Lilithian gifts specifically, you will see growth for doing this work. Okay. A lot of you guys, I'm seeing like a weaving with the spider, because I'm seeing the spider aspect of Lilith, which is a whole other thing. Kind of weaving, and I'm seeing like a hedge of protection as well. And I feel like you're very protected as you go about this work. And it's important to just get real about where you are and to get real about where you really want to be. You know what I mean? Like, what are your goals? What are your dreams? Because I feel like this work right here is going to change things. It changes things for you. And it may be a call for you to get into balance and to kind of like open up to new manifestations, open up to new pathways. All right? Okay, group 1. That's what I received for you. I hope this resonated. If it did, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to have more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group 2, all of you that selected the Obsidian Hexagon crystal and you were drawn to the Beauty Horror Tarot deck, this is going to be your reading all about what are you ignoring. So keep in mind, this is a general reading, it's a general session, so just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. All right, so what are you ignoring? I picked a card off the top of the deck for group 1, so I'm going to do it for you guys. You have the 6 of Pentacles. What are you ignoring? Interesting. This is a very cool deck. I love this tarot deck here. So let's get into it. I'm not going to pull any more tarot for you right now, but I will. Okay, so I'm going to pull some oracle cards first from the Mystery House. So tell me about group 2. What are they ignoring with the 6 of Pentacles here? What are they ignoring? Okay, a bunch of cards dropped out. I feel like that's too many. So let me shuffle this deck up again. Okay, 1, 2, third time's the charm, 3. Okay, that feels better. Okay, tell me about this. Get out, escape, leaving. Okay, I'm not going to take... Okay, all those flipped, but you know what? I'm feeling it, so let's just go through them. That's a lot, but okay. So we have the 6 of Pentacles here, and we have get out, escape, leaving. We have parked cars, staying put, no movement. Zombie maze, confused, disoriented. Candy corn, third party interference. We have incubus, dark male energy user. Sweet on you, kind. We have simmering, divine timing. Carpool, movement, driving, addict, ghoul, avoiding, running, drama, unpredictable, suspense, 5D communication, voices. I feel like someone's trying to warn you, or spirit is trying to warn you about something. I think maybe you're confused about it. Okay, so escape, leaving, confused, third party. These go together. We have communication, voices, divine timing. Those go together. This incubus goes over here. I think there's somebody in your energy that your guides want you to get away from. Okay, or there is some kind of situation that involves a masculine energy. That's energy, or someone in their masculine energy. So they're taking some kind of action against you. So either a person or some kind of action against you. that you may not know about, that you're being warned about, or you have a feeling about, and you're not listening, okay? They're trying to get you to avoid this. They're trying to get you to move, to do something, movement. And I feel like this person acts like they're generous with the sweet on you. They act like they like you. They act kind. Maybe they have been compassionate, maybe even giving to you. Oh, this sounds, ooh, you guys, I got to tell you, let's pull from the toxic X files here. I got to tell you, like, this is messy. This is icky. Okay, let's pull some toxic energy to see if we can narrow down who this could be. Some of you guys have a feeling, but you're confused. They force others to analyze their own actions and come to the conclusion it may be the other person's fault. They play the victim and act as if others are the perpetrators. Okay. Very manipulative. This is a very manipulative person. Tell me more about this. I'm hearing like fire sign, also Gemini. So Leo, Sagittarius, might be Aries, but not as much. And Gemini energy. Dracula sucks the lifeblood out of others for their own self-satisfaction, but acts as if others owes them a favor. Okay, example. Okay, this is a weird example, but like I got it from a TikTok. All right. Like there's a story about this woman who her mother-in-law bought her a coffee maker, but she really didn't need the coffee maker. Her coffee maker was fine. So they give her a really expensive coffee maker for her birthday. And then at the end of the party, a coffee maker she didn't need, by the way. And at the end of the party, her mother-in-law pulls her aside and says, well, you owe me $30. And she's confused and she's like, why? And she's like, because I only set aside $50 for your present, but that coffee maker cost me $80. That's what we're talking about here. That kind of Dracula, okay? Like someone who does things to have power over someone else. She didn't need the $30, okay? That was a power play. That was just a mind, getting someone's head, Masking problems, pretends their problems do not exist or fakes the perfect life. Yeah, this person's very fake. Very fake. That's why you get the sweet on you. Very fake. Y'all, this person, Citizen Kane, hasn't healed from childhood issues and seeks comfort in relationships and things in order to supplement what was missing from the past. I feel like this, honey, some of your energy is this. Okay? And this is why you're confused. Okay? You're clinging to this person, this toxic using person. Okay? You are ignoring some signs about this person. For some of you, this is family. For some of you, this is a partner, a best friend. It is someone who is using you. And there's some kind of action. For some of you, this is money or living together, or there's something. Perhaps you've already been used in a major way. And there's a setup for another round for you. Let's get into the tarot. I got to tell you, I don't like this person. And the confusion you have is because of your sweetness. Okay? And I have to be honest with you. It's okay to be sweet. All right? But you have to protect that. You have to become like a mother bear about your sweetness. And you have to guard it like it's precious, okay? You can't let people take advantage of you anymore. This feels like this person's very emotionally manipulative. And I am not blaming you and judging you. But I'm just telling you as someone who cares. There are going to be people who are attracted to your sweetness. So you might have to pull back on wearing that on your sleeve so much, especially in the world we live in right now. Okay? Be more protective of your energy. Not everyone deserves this sweet part of you. Not everyone does. And you have to stop ignoring the red flags. When someone shows you who they are, believe it. Okay? And you don't have to believe that everyone has good intentions. Okay? Sometimes they don't. Test people. Try them. What I mean by that is let them tell you and show you who they are before you invest in them emotionally. The Star. Tell me more about this energy. The Empress. This is what I'm getting. This is you. This is you in your beautiful, healing, giving, generous energy. It is you. Like showing love, shining, offering hope, being sweet, being kind, being such a really fucking good person. Like you are such a good person. You are so giving. And you're giving it to people who don't deserve it. I know this is a Three of Pentacles, but I'm not reading it that way. I'm reading it by these two motherfuckers right here. Like I don't like them. Because they're coming to use this Empress. They're coming because look how cute she is sitting in that chair. She's so adorable. We could just take whatever we want from her. And she ain't going to say nothing. Little do they know that this is like your guardian energy. Once you get into this guardian energy on the Star, look at her. I'm feeling Medusa energy here. Like once you get into that intense energy, this kind of manipulative, narcissistic, parasitic energy is going to vanish. You're not going to have these kind of problems. But you got to find that strength within yourself. You got to stop ignoring the signs. Some of you guys have family. You have close family who absolutely treats you like awful. And the sad part is you ignore it or you don't pay attention to it. It has been normalized. You have normalized being treated awful by your own family, and I am sorry. It breaks my heart. And I got to tell you, sometimes it's better to not have those people around. It's a harsh truth, but it's absolutely true. Because what happens is when you move away from people like that, you start to be able to see what was going on the whole time. Because you're blinded by your relationship when you're close to them. And you begin to see all the wounds you carry and what needs to be healed. It gives you perspective that you can't get when you're in the depths of it, when you're in the struggle and the sorrow of it. Some of you guys need time away, maybe not forever, just, for a while, so you gain perspective, so you gain a clear sight on the truth, so you can heal. Some of you guys are healers, straight up. Maybe you are working nursing or, working in healthcare or, some of you guys do the blood, take blood and stuff. I see you guys a lot. Or you work in some kind of healing modality, maybe Reiki, maybe you're a counselor. Maybe you're just a really good friend, which, hey, really good friends are a whole different kind of counselor. Art can be very healing. There's a lot of ways to heal people. You can heal people with food cancer. So I'm feeling like you just have a lot of healing energy and people tend to latch on to you. You got to stop ignoring the vampires, the parasites in your life. You got to stop ignoring the red flags. It's very important for you, okay? Because it's going to help strengthen you. It's going to help you move forward. It's going to help you get to where you want to go. Tell me more about this. The Empress and the Star. I mean, hey. Okay, and we have the High Priestess. You have got to be fucking kidding me. Look at you. Like, you get rid of this kind of toxic energy, you stop ignoring it and you start putting up really healthy boundaries and you get some space from people in your life who are treating you like garbage, you will get clarity. You're going to get so much clarity, you guys. And when this clarity comes in, you're really going to get in touch with this ability to hold space for yourself, to hold space and hold boundaries. You're going to be able to see the people who you need to have space from. You're going to be able to see the things that need to be healed. And more than that, you're going to be able to act on it. You're going to be able to see like, oh, I need to go to the doctor for this, literally. Or, hey, I want to learn Reiki, or I need Reiki attunement. Or, hey, I want to go to, what do they call those? A compounding pharmacist. Or, I need to do this, or I need to get into my healing practice or my spiritual practice, or I need to start journaling. There'll be all sorts of things. You'll get clear about what you want to do with your life. Maybe what your major is in college or starting a business. I just feel like clarity is going to come when you stop ignoring the signs in your life, especially those red flags. You guys, listen, and I understand this. It's hard. It's hard when you get red flags for people that you love, from people you love, and that you've known for a while. And you're like, I keep getting that red flag, and I don't want this to be so. But the reality is, when someone tells you and shows you who they are, you have to believe them. Because it's right there. It's clear as day. And I think you guys know. And you don't have to like make a big dramatic thing. Like if you're going to take some time away from certain people in your life, you don't have to do a big dramatic thing. You can just quietly make space. And if someone asks, you can just say, oh, I've been very busy. Because you have. You've been busy healing yourself. You do not have to explain. Listen, one of the first boundaries that you really need to put up is you don't have to explain shit to anyone. No one is entitled to an explanation, except maybe your boss and your partner, okay? Everyone else really is, and maybe your kids, but everyone else really isn't. Okay, they really, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to explain yourself. So honor yourself that way as you go through whatever process you need to, as you stop ignoring the signs, especially the red flags. Some of you guys are getting signs from spirit and you are ignoring them to the point where they're repeating, to the point where you're almost numb to it. So it's time for you to like see what those signs are about. Ask, research, take the breadcrumb of the sign and follow it. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not just supposed to sit on it. Like if you keep seeing, say you keep seeing Horus, like just out of the blue, you keep seeing signs about Horus. Go learn about Horus. Learn more about Horus and see what about Horus. Where does that lead you? Maybe it leads you to a occult practice, or it leads you to a certain art form or a certain time in history. And take that breadcrumb and keep going. Because there's a message there for you. That's kind of how it works sometimes. All right? Okay, group 2, that's what I received for you. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures next time. Bye, guys. Hey, group 3, all of you that selected the Spirit Tarot deck, and you were drawn to this little frog Dalmation Jasper. This is going to be your reading all about what are you ignoring. The card that came out for you when I pulled this was the Queen of Pentacles. I've been doing that for each group and I wanted to do it for you. So I've never really done that before, where I just take the card off the top and we go with it. But that's what Spirit wanted me to do. So what are you ignoring? Queen of Pentacles. We're going to see. All right. Keep in mind, this is a general reading. It's a general session. So just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Okay, we're going to pull some more tarot in a little bit, but let's get into the October Oracle and see what comes forward. Tell me what my group 3 is ignoring. What is my group 3 ignoring? Tell me. We need to knock this one around a little bit. It's got some energy that needs to move through it. So, all right. I need one really good shuffle. There we go. Okay, that feels much better. All right. Okay, I'm going to get, I think, quite a few cards. I'm feeling quite a few cards. At least 5. Okay. All right, the top. We're going to take Fascinated and Mesmerized. All right. This one, we have Friendship, a strong bond is coming your way. Poison, toxic people or situations. Okay, we have Guiding Light. We have Harvest Moon, abundance, planning, and preparation. I feel like getting some more cards. Tell me about this poison, toxic people or situations. So I feel like we got this over here, and then we have this poison. Tell me about this poison energy, toxic people or situations. We have options. Haunted emotionally. Give me one more card on this poison. Going to give me 2. We have Mirrored Souls and Masculine Energy. I'm not sure those really go there. Okay. All right, let's get into the tarot on this. Okay, tell me about this poison. I'm feeling like the Mirrored Souls and the Masculine Energy just don't really go with that group. It's almost like they don't want to talk about anymore. Like that's what they're going to give me for that. So tell me, let's do some tarot here. I want to make sure it's not upside down. We're just going to move that right here for that. Poison options. I feel like you guys may be self-sabotaging something. No reversals. The Devil. There we go. The King of Cups and the Star. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you guys... Look at this Devil card. Ooh, scary, scary. I feel like this Queen of Pentacles energy is very scared. Okay? I think you're unnerved. I think you're unnerved by the idea that maybe you may have somebody in your energy that is more than a friend. They may be a twin or a divine counterpart. Or the idea of that entering your life is scary. The idea of allowing love in is very scary. There's a lot of denial here of that. And we have the King of Cups here, which is a romantic, very romantic, masculine type energy, and the Star. Okay, so very, very positive. But you are emotionally haunted by a toxic situation. And it is very much embodied in this Devil card, okay? It's like you're paying attention to the past and the way things have been for you. And it has left you scarred, you know? And there's no judgment here for this Queen of Pentacles energy. There's no judgment. But you are ignoring the fact that you're healing. You are ignoring the fact that you are not with the same person or in the same situation. And it may be that for you, because of everything you've been through, the feelings of love bring up these feelings of being emotionally haunted. You may be uncomfortable with the positive feelings that love bring in. And so that's part of what you're healing. Queen of Pentacles. Now, I understand that you may be a very independent kind of soul, right? Queen of Pentacles is independence. Independent queen, healing queen, self-sufficient, single parent kind of vibe. And very connected. Very connected, as above, so below. And I feel like this, you know, I don't like to use these labels, but I feel like this may be a twin flame situation, mirrored souls. It feels like a masculine coming towards a feminine. They could already be in your life, but there's an aspect of this that I feel like you're cut off from. You are ignoring because there's still things going on within your subconscious, within your psyche that need healing or you're actively healing, but it's almost like you haven't, it's like there's a lack of acknowledgement of the healing. Okay, the Eight of Wands. Some more energy here. Death. Okay. It's time to change your perspective about this relationship. Okay, this situation. If you are not with someone, it's time for you to change your perspective about how you view letting someone in your life. Okay, it is a healing journey for you to bring or allow someone in your life. And for some of you, they'll come in, if you're single, like a friend. This person will come in a very stable way. And they will be drawn to your light with this beacon of light, guiding light, and the star, very much drawn to your illuminated energy, to your healed energy. Okay, acknowledge your healing now. You're not stuck. You're healing. Okay, just you picking this particular group is healing. If you align with this reading, you're healing. It's part of this. The poison and toxin and past situations that you're dealing with are not where you are now. You're not the same person. You're not the same person you were 6 months ago, let alone 6 years ago. Okay? And you have options that you don't even realize. And it feels like it's time for you to allow the idea of relationships being a mechanism for you to heal. That good people can come into your life and be good to you. And not necessarily always filter people through the filter of trauma or pain. Allow people to show you who they really are. Good people will show you who they really are. And it may surprise you, but let it. Allow the surprise to come in. Allow good people to show up. Allow it to help transform you and the way you see people. Because I feel like you've healed a lot and you're no longer attracting the same kind of people. Because for a while, many of you attracted the same kind of patterns. And now you're healing. You're transforming. And you're not. Because you're not repeating patterns. And you may feel a little weird because you're not repeating patterns or you're not really sure what to do. But that allows a really recharge, a revitalization of your energy. And it may feel weird. But that's where we lean into trusting our journey and trusting the universe and trusting our gut. Trusting what we know to be true. And being willing to kind of leap a little. Take a little risk. Not risks that are terrifying, but, a little risk every now and then. Never hurt no one. You're right? Oh, we have the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords. Okay. Which, in this card, the Eight of Swords is this Pegasus, which is like crazy to me because I feel Pegasus as a healing energy. So I feel like, even though you may not see your way exactly how to move from this kind of haunted emotionally to this very healed state where you see very clearly your person or you see yourself opening up to love, I feel like there's a balancing coming in. Like your worry and your grief is going to be relieved. It's going to be relieved. And it's not something that's going to happen because a person comes in. I feel like this calmness that I'm feeling with the Eight of Swords, which is weird, but I read intuitively. So I know that the Eight of Swords is all about like not being able to see your way out and blah, 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 blah. Okay. But I feel like in this case, you do absolutely be able to see your way out. In fact, you fly out. Like you are so clear about where you're going and the worry and the grief about it is so relieved. And it's almost like you regain hope. It's like the blindfold never existed. And for some of you, I feel like there's something about abundance, planning, preparation, harvest moon. There's something about a harvest for some of you that gives you hope. And it could be a job, it could be money, but there may be something that has absolutely nothing to do with this healing that comes in, that it gives you confidence. It gives you a validation. It lets you know the universe is indeed on your side, because the universe is on your side. And a lot of you may not be feeling that right now, okay? And you may be like, you know, this is crazy. No way. Like, I can't do this anymore. Give me some more energy here. Tell me more. We have the number 88. 88 is appearing. So pay attention to the 8s in your life. We have the 6 of Wands. This is victory. And now, see, I'm seeing the abundance card. And we have victory here. For many of you, like the twin flame card, I'm now feeling as like really coming into a time where you're getting into balance. I felt this for another group as well. I think 2. There's a real change. There's a real transformation of your life that's going on. And it has to do with a shifting of your perspective. It's almost like you have felt for so long that because you've been haunted by things that have happened to you, because you've been working through them, and it's been very toxic. You've had some very horrible things, and you've been working through this healing. And for many of you, you haven't thought like the universe had your back, or things have not been going well. You just have been meeting one wall after another. A lot of you guys have been clearing ancestral trauma and ancestral, you know, patterns and curses and things like that. And it's been real difficult because you've been meeting up with that energy, like wall after wall after wall. And I'm getting like a high pitch ringing in my ears right now. And what's happening is like you don't realize it, but every time you've been hitting this wall, you've been clearing, you've been clearing, you've been healing, you've been clearing, you've been healing. And all those deep, you know, really intense, even toxic emotions you've been feeling, you've been clearing those out, not just for yourself, but for a lot of you, your generations. And for many of you, the collective. You've actually been working on healing the collective as you've been dealing with this double energy, this toxic energy. And because of that, there is a victory coming for you. And I feel like you have to stop ignoring the good things. Okay? When a good thing happens, let's acknowledge the good thing. Okay? I know that many of you are in this worry energy and can't see your way out. I feel it. I feel the doubt. I feel the worry. I feel that I can't do this. I don't know how it's going to work out. Some of you guys have survived because of control. Control brings you calm. Knowing how things are going to go gives you peace. And you are being asked by your guides, your ancestors, whoever, to kind of allow the universe to work and surrender the need to know how everything's going to pan out. You don't need to know how everything's going to work, but surrender this worry. Surrender it. Let it go. Let it go and let the universe do its magic. And stop ignoring the victories. I don't care how small they are, because there's a need here for you to move into this victorious energy. Because you have done so much work on this haunted and toxic energy. And it's a lot. It's a lot, okay? But because you've done this intense work, some of you guys are ignoring like an important relationship. You're scared of it. You're scared of it. And for some of you, this is your partner or somebody you're dating. For some of you, this is a friend. But it's somebody who's drawn to you. For some of you guys, this is somebody who's trying to come in, and you're off put by the idea of somebody coming in. This is part of a gift. This is part of a manifestation. This is the universe working her magic, okay? Now, you got to let her do her thing. You got to get out of the damn way. You're in the way. You're in the way of your own manifestation. Listen to me. You are in the way of your own manifestation. Just step out of the way. Okay? Stop worrying about how it's going to happen and just get into the energy of living your everyday life. Enjoy, listen, I don't even want to say that right now with all the horse shit going on in the world, okay? But it's important that each of us honor life. Honor life right now. It's just the most valuable thing we can possibly do is honor the force of life, okay? So every day, honor life, okay? It will be like a vibration that just ripples through the collective, through humanity, okay? We need to honor life as a precious thing. So every day, engage your moments in life. You know, hug your children more. You know, play with your dog. Enjoy the sunshine or enjoy the changing of the seasons. It will help. And allow the universe to work her magic for you. Because for many of you, that's what you've asked for. And for many people in the coming, 18 months or so, you're going to reap what you asked for. But you're standing in their way right now. It's like there's a big truck that's going to back up to your house with all of these things you've asked for. But right now the truck can't even get down the driveway because you're standing there blocking it. So you have to make the choice to stop ignoring the truck and stop ignoring the fact that these little trickles of gifts, these little trickles of signs, these little trickles of good things are coming into your life. And there's more. There's more coming, but you're blocking it. You deserve these things. Love is something you deserve. Okay? And I know in the climate we're in, I know, I understand why it's like, I don't want a piece of that. You never know what form of love's going to come in for you. Okay? You never know who that person is. Don't prejudge it. Don't prejudge it before it lands on your door. You just don't know. I will say this, it will be someone very special. Someone probably who will feel very familiar. Like you've known them not just in this lifetime, but multiple lifetimes. And it will be something that is so magnetic that you won't want to run away. You may feel like running away because of the intensity, but you won't. Because we're not doing that anymore. We're not running away from good things. We're not blocking the truck with all our presence. We're not running away from someone who could possibly be the love of our life because we're scared. We've grown. And we know that the universe is working her magic for us. And it's going to bring us the things that are meant for us. And these good things are meant for us. So I need you to stop ignoring the signs around you. And I need you to stop ignoring the fact that you're a human being. And you deserve good things too, just like other people. All right? Okay, group 3, that's what I received for you. I hope this was helpful. If it was, please let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I'd love to have you as a member of my tribe. And if you'd like to see more readings like this one, give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you beautiful, magical creatures next time. Bye, guys.